Man, you're gonna be right there in 4K. You gonna make that announcement? Yeah. All right. Wow. Nope. Actually, I wouldn't mind, but you're already right there. All right.
Thank you, officer.
Those,
Do I have the interpreter? Yes. Thank you.
yes, Your Honor, Sylvia Fisher, court interpreter connected with the Spanish speaker. The interpreter just confirmed that the Spanish speaker can hear the interpreter.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. I normally have a spiel, you'll hear it later, but with the Spanish, I want to get her off here. Would you invite Mr. Juan Moya up to the podium, please? Sir, if you are partially bilingual, please wait for the interpretation before you answer. Would you please tell me your name?
Juan de Dios Moya. Your Honor, were you able to hear the interpreter? Your Honor? Your Honor? Your Honor? Your Honor? Your Honor? Your Honor? Your Honor, this is a court interpreter. Can you hear the interpreter? I know, I've been having internet connection problems. Okay, let me try to connect. Let me log out and try to connect. Your Honor, can you hear the interpreter? Your Honor, can you hear the interpreter? Your Honor, can you hear the interpreter?
Brooke, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect, thank you.
Can the interpreter hear us?
Can the court hear the interpreter? The interpreter can hear the court.
Loud and clear, ladies. Thank you very much. I apologize. I touched something and broke it. I apologize. All my fault.
No worries, Your
All right,
Honor.
Miss Interpreter, are you ready again?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. I apologize, Juan. Will you, Tim?
No hay problema.
I apologize, Juan. Will you tell me your name again?
Okay. Juan de Dios Moya Ibarra, 16 de enero 75.
Juan
Thank
de
you,
Dios
sir.
Mora Ibarra, January 1675.
Sir, you're charged with 3 counts of driving under the influence, all of them misdemeanors.
Son verdad.
I cannot appoint you an
Interpreting
attorney
here
on a mis...
simultaneously if you'd like to continue.
Thank you for clarifying. I cannot appoint you an attorney on a misdemeanor. That's up to the West McDowell judge. You're going to meet that judge on the 7th day of April at 1:30. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. With all driving under the influence charges, there are driving privileges, revocations, suspensions. Please, before you get behind the wheel, make sure you have a valid driver's license. Good luck again, sir. Please step off to your left and the officer will hand you the paperwork again. Miss Interpreter, as long as I have you, would you like to give me a courtesy announcement? See if I missed anything else?
Of course, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguien más que requiere los servicios de la intérprete? En caso que sí, por favor, levante la mano.
I see no hands raised. The officer verified. No hands are raised. Thank you, miss, and I apologize for what I broke.
That's okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
State, do we have State with us?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. James Volk? James, come on up. And Nicholas Vargas, hop in the chair right next to the door, be on deck, so to speak. Good afternoon, sir. Tell me your full name.
James Ryan Volk, 101481.
Thank you very much, sir. This is 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a 2nd count of aggravated assault with serious injury. Both of those are Class 3 felonies. State, would you please announce?
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gaunt on behalf of the state.
Thank you. Counsel, do you have a recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is asking for a $250,000 cash-only bond, and if Mr. Volk is able to post that, we'd ask for electronic monitoring. Although it does appear that Mr. Volk doesn't have any prior criminal history, we are concerned regarding the domestic violence nature of the offense. The victim suffered significant injury to her shoulder, which required surgery, and she will likely need more medical intervention in the future. We have some concerns regarding alcohol abuse and mental health concerns for Mr. Volk, and most significantly, we are concerned for the safety of the victim. Thank you.
Thank you, counsel. Sir, your next hearing is March the 27th, downtown Phoenix. I am going to follow the recommendation. Your bond is going to be $250,000 cash with electronic monitoring. You're also not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with the alleged victim. The next judge can change all of this. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Counsel, thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Nicholas, come on up, Nicholas, and Ivan's after Nicholas. Tell me your full name, sir.
Nicholas Andrew Vargas.
Mr. Vargas, this is an aggravated driving under the influence. It also looks like it could have been, and that they didn't charge it, but be aware that they could charge you with an aggravated assault also. So please be careful who you talk to this about other than your attorney. You're just charged with the one thing right now, though. I will appoint you an attorney. Your next hearing is the 27th of March, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $10,000. Do not make contact with the alleged victim. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Ivan, come on up, Ivan. Catherine's after Ivan. Mr. Castillo, tell me your full name.
Ivan Alexander Navajo Castillo.
Thank you, sir. This is theft and control of stolen property, a Class 6 felony, liquor possession in a vehicle, open container laws. Misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is on the 6th day of April, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Catherine, come on up, Catherine. Tell me your full name, miss.
Catherine Ann Romero.
Miss, this is driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled license. It's a warrant on the Justice Court, the East Mesa Justice Court. I cannot appoint you an attorney on this type of case. That's up to the East Mesa judge. They probably won't because this looks like, well, the warrant says the judge wants $2,047.48. What that tells me, but I don't have records of that judge, is this is failure to pay fines and fees. Sir, miss, that's what your bond's going to be, the $2,047.48. When you see the next judge, if you haven't paid it, just ask for time payments and then stick with the time payments. And if for some reason you can't make a time payment, call the court and talk to them. Just by forgetting about it, that's what got you to come and get to see me. So I apologize. Miss, Officer Hayes, paperwork, you're good to go.
Not until you pay your bond.
Gregory, Mr. Laura. Tell me your full name, sir.
Gregory Laura Fonseca.
Sir, this is an out-of-county warrant. It's out of Pima County. It's a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear. I'm not allowed to appoint an attorney on an out-of-county matter. That's up to the judge in Florence, in Pima County, excuse me. You're going to meet that judge on the 25th day of March. That judge wants a $1,500 bond. Good luck, sir.
Can we lower that bond or no?
I'm not going to lower it.
Okay.
I don't like it when out-of-county judges change my bonds, and so I put myself in their shoes.
Okay.
I mean no disrespect, but I normally just
That's
whatever they want. They know you better than I do.
I have another question too.
I may not have an answer, but go ahead.
Okay. Originally, I knew about it, and then they told me that it's dismissed. I was doing pretrial services too, calling every single week, and I was doing that, and then they called me after 3 weeks saying this is dismissed, and I was like, really? And I was like, yeah. They sent me an email, and I went down to Tucson and actually got the letter myself saying that this case was dismissed.
Well, sir, I would suggest somebody get you that letter
I have it.
so that when you talk to the next judge, you can show it to him. You still have to talk to the next judge.
Okay. So it's just a bond or what else? Sorry.
Just a bond.
Okay.
Just a bond. If you bond out, you got to be in Tucson to see the judge. If you don't bond out, we will provide transportation.
Okay. I'll be bonding out right now.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Here you go. Back row to the left.
Mr. Miranda, Edgar. And Garrett is after Edgar. Tell me your full name, sir.
Edgar Miranda Dama.
Sir, this is a probation violation warrant for your arrest. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. You're going to have a probation revocation hearing on the 30th day of this month, downtown Phoenix. Your bond that's set by the probation judge is $1,500. Please contact your probation officer as soon as possible. They may have some ideas that might be helpful. Good luck, sir.
All right. Yeah.
Here you go.
Mr. Morris,
Have a seat to the left.
Garrett, and Joseph's after Garrett. Tell me your full name, sir.
Garrett Wayne Morris.
Mr. Morris, this is unlawful flight, a Class 5 felony, reckless driving, a misdemeanor, excessive speed, which is 20 miles an hour over the posted speed limit, also a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is April the 6th, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck.
Thank you.
Here you go. Let's see till
Joseph, come on up, Joseph. Tell me your full name, sir.
Joseph Andrew Caravetta, March 7th, 1998.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this is a criminal trespassing case. I cannot appoint you an attorney. That's a misdemeanor. You're going to meet the judge who can appoint, but they probably won't on this type of case, but they do have the authority. At the University Lakes Justice Court, that's in Tempe. You're going to meet that judge on the 7th day of April at 1:30. You're being released on your own recognizance. You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime. You cannot make contact with the alleged victim, which is a corporation. So that's not very realistic, but I have to put that down. Good luck, sir. You'll be out in about 6 hours.
Thank you, sir.
Miss Dukes.
Follow that officer out there, he's got to take a...
Miss Dukes is number 5. She is a behavioral issue. So we'll deal it as a house call. Dangerous drugs and narcotic drugs, those are both Class 4 felonies. I've appointed her an attorney. Her next hearing date is the 27th day of March, downtown Phoenix. Her bond is set by another judge. It's $1,000. Do I miss anything, ladies? No, sir. All right. All right, guys. I apologize for the shaky start. I don't know what I touched. But All right. Thank you, officer. Good afternoon, everyone. Please make yourselves comfortable. This is the 22nd day of the month. On the first day of the month, orders are read onto the record that affect all of you regarding DNA and fingerprinting. Just a moment, I'm going to call you up to the podium one at a time. When you get to the podium, I need your name. I'll tell you the charges you're here on. I'll appoint most of you an attorney. I'll set your next hearing date, give you a location. I'll set your general release conditions. All of you will have general release conditions. They are as follows. Do not make contact with the arresting officers. Do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license. Keep us informed as to where you're living. If you're on probation, you'll be ordered to contact your probation officer. If the alleged crime you're being seen here today indicates there may be a victim, I will order you to stay away from that victim and not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. All of this will be handed to you by one of the two fine officers in writing at the conclusion of your hearing. When you have time, please read it over again. Thank you for listening. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you have the following rights under Arizona law that include, but are not limited to, right to fairness, respect and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you a loss. If you have not already been provided a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Let the record reflect that there are no victims present, and also I have read all victims' impact statements that apply to this calendar. Ms. Williams, come on up. Ms. Williams, you're first. And after Ms. Williams is David Prius. I hope I'm correct, David. David, there's a chair right next to the door there. Why don't you hop in it and be on deck, so to speak. Tell me your full name, please, Miss.
Shamika Williams.
Miss, this is a probation violation out of Navajo County. I'm not allowed to appoint an attorney in Navajo County. You're going to meet the Navajo County judge who probably will appoint you an attorney. You're going to meet that judge on the 25th day of March in Navajo County. Because this is a probation violation, he wants you held non-bondable until you see him. Good luck, miss.
He wants to be with?
You cannot be released until you see the Navajo judge.
Okay. And
they'll probably make arrangements later tonight, be picked up tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
Good luck. See.
We have a page 2 for Mr. Crawford.
Okay.
So I'm adding him on right now.
Thank you. Can I just go ahead and do the rest of this until we get to it?
I mean, it's already updated on there, so it's good to go, but I just need you to review it.
Thank you. David, come on up, David. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. And Michael Santa Cruz is after David. Tell me your full name, please.
David Allen Pruth.
Sir, this is a dangerous drug case, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and driving under the influence, which is a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is March the 27th, downtown Phoenix. Because this allegedly happened while you were on felony release on another matter, you have to be held non-bondable till you see your next judge. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Michael, come on up. And Pedro's after Michael, Mr. Ramirez. Tell me your full name, please.
It is Michael Santa Cruz.
Mr. Santa Cruz, this is an ag assault, Class 4 felony, unlawful imprisonment.
None of this happened. This is all. Sorry for
unlawful imprisonment, Class 6 felony, theft as a misdemeanor, and prevention of an emergency telephone call, a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 27th day of March, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $50,000. Good luck, sir.
$750,000.
Pardon me?
$750,000. Okay.
That's what you want it set at?
No, sorry. The bond is $750,000?
Bond is $50,000.
$50,000. I thought you said $700.
No, I apologize.
Okay, so I am being told then.
Step over and grab your paperwork. Good luck, sir. Mr. Ramirez, come on up. And Mr. Hamby is after Mr. Ramirez. Tell me your full name, please.
Pedro Ramirez Jr.
Thank you. If the junior is real important to you, tell that to your attorney, and we can correct some of our records. Sir, this is an assault, a temporary, aggravated assault, temporary disfigurement, Class 3 felony, disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is March the 27th, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $5,000. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Hamby, Ronald. Come on up, Ronald. And Mr. Chi, Randy Chi is after Ronald. Tell me your full name, sir.
Roman Hamby.
Sir, this is a dangerous drug case, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 27th day of March, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $2,500. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Randy, come on up, Randy. And then Miss Yazzie is after Mr. Chi.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. Tell me your full name, sir.
Randy Harrison Chi.
Sir, this is out of Navajo County, a warrant for your arrest. It's an aggravated driving under the influence, a Class 4 felony. I cannot appoint you an attorney in Navajo County. That's up to the Navajo County judge. The Navajo County judge wants to see you on the 25th day of March. Bond is $500 set by the Navajo County judge. Good luck, sir.
Sir, can I say something?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what I can do about it.
I'm currently enrolled in a treatment here in the Valley. I came down from Flagstaff back in August of last year.
Congratulations.
So I've been still going to treatment. I got about 3 more weeks to complete my treatment. So I was wondering if is it possibly any consider my risk condition?
I cannot. I'm going to honor the Navajo County judge's $500, but have somebody get you or have available for you that treatment that will impress the Navajo County judge. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Miss Yazzie. And Miss Jenkins is after Miss Yazzie. Tell me your full name, Miss Yazzie.
Dandela Diazzi.
Miss, this is aggravated driving under the influence, a Class 4 felony, 2 counts. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is on March the 27th. March the 27th. The judge who issued this warrant wants a $500 bond. Good luck.
Is there a way my bond could be decreased?
At this point in time, no, miss.
So if my kids bond me out to $500 tonight, I can get out?
You can be out in 6 hours.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Miss Jenkins. Come on up, Miss Jenkins. And Casey is after Nicole.
Right here, miss.
Right there, miss.
Right here, behind the podium.
I'm sorry, I couldn't see. I don't have my glasses.
Tell me your full name, please, miss.
Nicole Lynn Jenkins.
Miss Jenkins, this is an aggravated assault on a first responder. It's a warrant for your arrest. as well as disorderly conduct.
When is this from? When is this from?
Miss, my turn first.
Sorry.
Disorderly conduct is a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, miss. Your next hearing is on the 27th day of March, downtown Phoenix. The judge who issued this wants a $500 bond. Good luck, miss.
All right, so what am I gonna do now?
You're gonna pay the bond, or you're gonna wait to go to court? Your choice.
So, March 27th, you're saying?
Yes, yes.
And then what is today?
Today's 22nd, one where?
22nd.
Read out there.
Casey, come on up, Casey. After Casey is Miss Burns. Mr. Baldridge, tell me your full name, please.
Casey Charles Baldridge.
Mr. Baldridge, this is possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is on the 6th day of April, downtown Phoenix. I'm releasing you to pretrial services. That means you'll be out in about 6 hours. When the officer hands you the paperwork, there's an envelope there. Read it all carefully. Those are the rules you got to follow to stay out of trouble.
Yes,
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Miss Burns, come on up, Miss Burns. And David Flores is after Miss Burns. Tell me your full name, please.
Cherish Burns.
Miss Burns, this is driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled license, and also a open container violation, alcoholic beverage opened in a vehicle. Miss, those are both misdemeanors. I cannot appoint you an attorney on a misdemeanor. That's up to the Santan judge. You're going to meet the Santan judge on the 7th day of April in Santan, Justice Court. You're being released on your own recognizance, miss, with all driving under the influence issues and alcohol issues. There's possible, strike that, driving on suspended, revoked, or alcohol issues. There can be revocation issues of your license, so don't hop behind the wheel until you have one.
Okay.
Good luck.
I'm getting released?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Flores, David. And Huerta is after Flores. Tell me your full name, please.
David Flores.
Mr. Flores, this is disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor assault, a misdemeanor criminal damage, a misdemeanor. I'm not allowed to appoint attorneys on misdemeanors. That's up to the Goodyear judge. You're going to meet the Goodyear judge on the 8th day of April in Goodyear. You're being released on your own recognizance. However, you may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, and it may not have contact with the alleged victim. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Miss Huerta, come on up, miss. And Jordan is after this lovely lady. Tell me your full name, please.
Ana Yancy Huerta.
I apologize for mispronouncing your last name.
Okay.
Criminal damage, a misdemeanor, disorderly conduct is a misdemeanor, simple assault is a misdemeanor. I'm not allowed to appoint attorneys on misdemeanors. That's up to the Goodyear judge. You're going to meet the Goodyear judge on the 8th day of April in Goodyear. You're being released on your own recognizance, miss. You'll be out of here in 6 hours. However, you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime. You cannot have contact with the alleged victim. The Goodyear judge can change all that. Good luck. You'll be out in about 6 hours. My best guess. The officers guess better. Jordan, come on up, Jordan. And then Mr. Allen, David is after Jordan. Tell me your full name, please.
Jordan James LaFoon.
Sir, this is a probation violation warrant for your arrest. I've appointed you an attorney. You're going to have a probation revocation hearing on the 30th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. So about 11 o'clock tonight, when you walk out the front door, you must contact your probation officer. I know it's Sunday night, but call him or her anyway.
Okay.
If you follow their rules and my rules, you're giving the next judge you meet on the 30th 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 30th. Good luck.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Mr. Allen, David. And Matthew Crawford is after Mr. Allen. Tell me your full name, sir.
David Zachary Stewart Allen.
Mr. Allen, you have 3 different matters. The first one is a shoplifting as a Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney on all 3 matters. Your next hearing is going to be on the 6th day of April, downtown Phoenix. The next 2 are both probation violation matters. Again, I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is on the 30th day of March, downtown Phoenix, on the probation matters. You're being released on your own recognizance on all matters, sir. Now, sir, when you step outside this building at about 11 o'clock tonight, you must contact your probation officer. If you follow his rules and my rules, you're given the next judge to meet on the 30th. 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 30th on the 2 probation matters. Good luck, sir.
Okay.
Matthew. Come on up, Matthew. And Miss Crawford's after Matthew. Tell me your full name, sir.
Matthew Ray Ogeen.
Mr. Ogeen, this is a narcotic drug case, class 4 felony, simple assault, a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 6th day of April, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck.
Thank you.
Miss Crawford?
My name is
Tell me your full name, sir.
DeAndre Crawford.
Mr. Crawford, you have 3 different matters. The first one here is an ag assault with a dangerous weapon or deadly instrument, class 3 felony, a theft, which is a misdemeanor, and a criminal trespassing, which is a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 27th of this month, downtown Phoenix. Because this allegedly happened while you were on felony release, you have to be held non-bondable until you see your next judge. The next one, sir, is a dangerous drug case, class 4 felony, disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor. Same attorney, sir. You're on probation for those matters. You're going to see the probation violation judge on the 30th day of March, downtown Phoenix. Again, there's a $50 bond. The last one, sir, is also a dangerous drug.
You said $50?
Sir, my turn. Dangerous drugs, class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. I'm setting bond in the amount of $50 on that. And this was a late add-on, that's why I didn't work it up ahead of time. The lovely lady just brought it to my attention.
Judge, can I say something?
Sure.
On that day that I had court, I was on my way. Mesa PD stopped me and locked me up. That's why I didn't show up for court.
Well, sir.
I was waiting on the bus stop, waiting on the bus to get to court, and they stopped me and took me to jail for no reason. I didn't do nothing wrong.
So all I can tell you is that solves one of your problems. The other one is you committed a felony while on felony release. Good luck, sir.
So how much is my bond?
You don't have a bond on the first one.
So that $50 bond, if I bond out, I'll be getting out?
If you can solve that first one, yes, but you have to see the next judge. Good luck, sir. And the next 2 matters are behavioral issues. Number 1 is Miss Judy. It's a dangerous drug case, a drug paraphernalia case, class 4 and class 6 felonies. I've appointed her an attorney. Her next hearing is April 6th, downtown Phoenix. She's being released on her own recognizance. And Tara Gallegos is the last person, another behavioral issue. 2 counts of simple assault out of Peoria. I cannot appoint an attorney on that matter. She's going to meet the Peoria judge who can, if it's appropriate, on the 7th day of April in downtown Peoria. Again, she's being released on her own recognizance, and I explained to her she cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime and cannot have contact with the alleged victim. Did I miss anything, boss? All right. All right. Thank you, officer. Are we ready? Good evening, everyone. This is the 8 p.m. calendar for the 22nd day of the month. On the first day of the month, orders were read onto the record that affect all of you regarding DNA and fingerprinting. I apologize. Please sit down. Make yourselves comfortable. In just a moment, I'm going to call you up to the podium one at a time. When you get to the podium, I need your name. I'll tell you the charges you're here on. I'll appoint most of you an attorney. I'll set your next hearing date, give you a location. I'll set your general release conditions. All of you will have general release conditions. They are as follows. Do not make contact with the arresting officers. Do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license. Keep us informed as to where you're living. If you're on probation, you'll be ordered to contact your probation officer. If the charges you're being seen here today indicate there may be a victim, I'll order you to stay away from that victim and not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. The next judge you see can change everything that I'm doing tonight. Thank you, folks, for listening. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have the following rights, among others, under Arizona law, that include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, respect to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you a loss. If you've not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Let the record reflect that there are no victims present. Mr. Jones, you're first. Come on up, Mr. Jones. And Miss Purcell. Miss Purcell, there's a seat right next to the open door. Why don't you come and sit there? Be on deck, so to speak. Mr. Jones, good evening. Tell me your full name, please.
Marvin K. Jones.
Mr. Jones, this is an aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is the 27th day of March, downtown Phoenix. Your bond is $10,000. Good luck, sir.
So what do I do now?
You turn over, that gentleman's going to hand you the paperwork. And go back and sit down wherever they tell you to. Ms. Purcell, come on up, and Mr. Headley is after Ms. Purcell. Tell me your full name, please.
Katrina Purcell.
Ms. Purcell, this is theft and control of metal to deprive, a Class 2 felony, burglary, a Class 4 felony, and burglary tools, a Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, miss. Your next hearing is the 27th day of March, downtown Phoenix. Your bond is set at $5,000. Good luck, miss.
Thank you.
Kelly, come on up, Kelly. And Mr. Harris is after Kelly. Mr. Headley. Mr. Headley, tell me your full name.
Kelly or Michael Eddie.
Thank you. This is theft and control of metal to deprive, Class 2 felony, burglary, a Class 4 felony, and burglary tools, a Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 27th day of March, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $5,000. Good luck, sir. Mr. Harris. Antonio Quesada is after Mr. Harris. Good evening, Mr. Harris. Tell me your name, please.
Roberto Lee Harris.
Mr. Harris, this is a narcotic drug case, a Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. The judge who issued this warrant wants a $1,000 bond. Your next hearing is on March the 27th, downtown Phoenix. Good luck, sir. Antonio? Come on up, Antonio. Jonathan, Julian is after Mr. Quesada. Tell me your full name, sir.
Antonio Quesada Llano.
Sir, this first matter, you have two, is a criminal trespassing, a Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is on the 27th of March, downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
I set bond in the amount of $50.
Okay.
The next one, sir, is a warrant from the South Mountain Justice Court. It's regarding driving under the influence, two counts.
Your Honor?
Hold on.
Okay, wait.
Hold on.
Okay.
I cannot appoint you an attorney on misdemeanors. That's up to the South Mountain judge.
Okay.
South Mountain judge wants a $500 bond. You wanted to say something, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get my life in order, and I went to the court downtown with the resource center, and I asked them for a printout of my warrant. So they said, well, they have any. So they said to go to the other court. There's 3 courts down there. I went to the other court, and they said that I didn't have. It was during COVID. They didn't want to let me in the court to fix that matter. So this weekend, this Tuesday, I went down to the resource center to get enrolled in school, and I asked them for a printout of my warrants. They said I didn't have any.
Well, sir, I don't know why they couldn't find them, but the police found them, and
okay.
You and I are here. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
Why don't you step over? That gentleman's going to hand you the paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Julian, Jonathan. And Benito is after this gentleman. Tell me your full name.
Jonathan Julian.
Mr. Julian, this is a narcotic drug case, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is April 6th, downtown Phoenix. You're being released to pretrial services. You'll be out of here in 6 hours. The officer to your left is going to hand you a whole bunch of paperwork. Please read it carefully. Those are the rules you have to follow to stay out of trouble. Good luck, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Benito? Come on up, Benito. And Pitoni is after this gentleman. Tell me your full name, sir.
Benito Jesus Maitorena.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this is a dangerous drug for sale, a Class 2 felony, and dangerous drugs possession, a Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is April the 6th, downtown Phoenix. You're being released to pretrial services. The officer to your far left is going to hand you a whole bunch of paperwork. Read it carefully. Those are the rules you have to follow to keep yourself out of trouble. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Betoni, come on up, sir. And Luke, you're next. Tell me your full name, sir.
Jacobin Batoni.
Sir, this is 2 misdemeanors, failure to appear after written promise, as well as exceeding the posted speed limit by greater than 20 miles per hour, which again is another misdemeanor. I cannot appoint attorneys on misdemeanors. That's up to the West Mesa judge. You're going to meet the West Mesa judge on the 7th day of April at the West Mesa Justice Court. I think that's 620. No.
Is that the white tank one?
Yes, it's a white tank one. It's off 103rd Avenue, just south of the I-10. Real easy to find. Avondale. Sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Go there and take care of this.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Bumstead, come on up. Tell me your full name, sir.
Luke Garrett Bumstead.
Mr. Bumstead, this is driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled license, the Desert Ridge Justice Court's award. It's a new case. Sir, I cannot appoint you an attorney on a misdemeanor.
Andrew, please wake up. All rise.
I think you may be seated. All right, good evening. My name is Commissioner Elizabeth Campbell, and this is the 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar for March 22nd, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Persons appearing before this court are reminded that they have the right to remain silent and that anything they say could be used against them. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you have not qualified for a court-appointed attorney, or even if you have, you may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I will be calling you up individually. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium. At the conclusion of your matter, officers will have paperwork for you. That paperwork will contain my complete orders in your case. It will also contain the dates, times, and locations of your future hearings. All right, I now need to read your victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with Brett Knowles, please, and then Jesse Dwyer. All right, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Brett Stephen Knowles.
And Mr. Knowles, what is your date of birth?
3/9/1984.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of theft, a Class 2 felony, burglary in the 3rd degree, a Class 4 felony, and possession of burglary tools, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for all of those. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney. So I'm not appointing you an attorney this evening. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions, including electronic monitoring. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're not to have any contact with any co-defendant. You're not to possess any weapons and no drugs without a valid prescription. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your
Does
paperwork.
that mean you can't release me to pretrial services?
So I did consider that in your matter, however.
There's a lot of stuff going on, man.
Sure, and I do understand that. However, according to the information as alleged in the Form 4, you did act in concert with 2 other people, and you removed, well, that there was $50,000 worth of property. That was the copper, metal, and wire, as well as damages to the facility. All right, go ahead, step left, officers have your paperwork. All right, Jesse Dwyer, please, and then Shane Peterson. All right, go ahead, state your name, please.
Trustee Jane Dwyer,
Thank you. All right. And Ms. Dwyer, what is your date of birth?
8971.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2025-131156. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney this evening because if you were entitled to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. I am setting a hearing on March 27th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you do need to go to that hearing on March 27th, okay?
Your Honor, this matter for trespass, I did 30 days in jail. It was time served, so I don't understand why I have a warrant, or why I'm back here.
So pursuant to the information in that case, or that case's information, you failed to appear for sentencing in this matter. And then
after I did 30 days in jail.
So, ma'am, this is what I am looking at in the information for this case, is that there was a time set for sentencing on September 5th, 2025, and you failed to appear for that sentencing. And then when you were contacted by law enforcement, or when law enforcement attempted to contact you, you allegedly fled and then allegedly provided false names.
That's incorrect. Okay, Your Honor. Okay, but if there's sentencing, why was there a plea bargain for me to do the 30 days in jail to quash the bond? And so why did I have another court date? I did the 30 days in jail. In fact, on my own property that they said that was not mine, that my parents have lived at for over 50 years. So
So, ma'am, what you're telling me is not consistent with what I'm seeing in the court record for your matter. An attorney should already have been provided.
I have an attorney.
Okay.
I have done the time. I was trespassed on my own property. They said it wasn't my property. I don't want to be here in jail. I did the time. I want to leave.
Okay. Ma'am, I did hear what you're saying, but again, based on what
I quit. There's no deal. I want out.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Shane Peterson, please, and then Valerie Lopez. All right, Mr. Peterson, go ahead, state your name.
Shane Peterson.
Mr. Peterson, what is your date of birth?
12/28/76.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested early today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, in your new matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions, including electronic monitoring. Now, you are also here because the family court, Maricopa County Superior Court, family court issued a warrant for your arrest in a child support enforcement matter. Pursuant to, in that matter, because that matter is civil, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this evening. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on March 24th at 10 a.m. in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a cash purge amount in this child support matter in the amount of $415. All right. Go ahead, step to the left, officer.
No, we're not allowed to ask any questions.
You can ask questions.
I'm just curious what the court would be for, court date for that would be, because I paid the trust fund. It comes out my check every 2 weeks. The only reason that was sentenced to me was because I had a bond 2 weeks prior to that, which was $1,000 that I paid. Well, I ended up getting evicted, and then they gave me another one because I couldn't pay the child support payment when I paid $1,000. But I don't understand what the court date's for.
Okay, so the court date, if you are able to post that cash purge amount in the amount of $415. You will need to go to that court date on March 24th at 10 a.m. If you are still in custody on March 24th, you will be transported, okay?
I missed that court date for is what I'm asking.
So it's the return on this arrest warrant in your child support enforcement matter, okay?
I guess I'll find out then what the court date's for.
Valerie Lopez, please, and then Giovanni Ochoa. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Valerie Lopez,
And Ms. Lopez, what is your date of birth?
January 10th, 1990.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation. In your cases, CR 2023-140097 and CR 2024-119138. In both of those cases, I am appointing you an attorney, and in both of those cases, I am setting hearings on March 30th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 23 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $150. In your 24 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post those bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. You also need to go to those hearings on the 30th, okay? All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. Giovanni Ochoa, please, and then Jafar Abdul Zamin. All right, Mr. Ochoa, go ahead, state your name.
Giovanni Alexis Carlos Ochoa,
And Mr. Ochoa, what is your date of birth?
August 20, 1996.
All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case, CR 2019-117704. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on March 30th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $200. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You also need to go to those hearings on the 30th, okay? All right, go ahead, step to the left. All right, Jafar Abdul Azim, please. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Jafar Abdul Azim,
And Mr. Azim, what is your date of birth?
4/22/84.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question before we get started. You don't have to answer me, but I would appreciate it if you did. So I'm going to see you on, well, in front of me is a warrant from Encanto Justice Court and then a warrant from Manistee Justice Court. Are you in custody on anything other than these two warrants?
No, I'm here on self-surrender for 2 days.
You're here on self-surrender for 2 days?
Long Beach, yeah.
On something else? Okay, all right.
Then up on my release, so I'm supposed to be on like an ankle monitor for 7 days on Wednesday.
So you're here for 2 days?
Yes.
All right, since you're going to be in custody. All right, so you are here. All right, so here, I'm going to give you a choice. I can put a $50 secured appearance bond on these two Justice Court cases in an attempt to give you credit for time in custody on these two cases, or I can release you on your own recognizance on these two cases, but you're still going to be in custody on whatever you're self-surrendering for. So do you want the credit, or do you want me to put a... Well, do you want me to put a $50 secured appearance bond on these cases in an attempt to give you credit for time in custody on these two cases, or would you prefer that I release you on your own recognizance?
Would I still have a court date after you release me, or would it just... everything?
You know, you'd still have a court date you'd have to go to.
Yeah, I just do the $50. Well, so if I do the $50 bond and everything's done, then I'll just...
I don't know if it's done or not, but you would get credit for... That's my attempt to give you credit for time in custody on those two cases.
Will I be staying in custody still?
Well, you just told me you're going to be here for 2 days.
Yeah, for 2 days, but if I don't do the $50 bond, I'm going to get OR after 2 days?
Well, I mean, I don't know what else you have going on, right?
No, I just have this, and then I gotta do 7 days on the monitor.
Okay.
That's it.
So, I mean, it really,
Yeah, I came from Long Beach to turn myself in for these 2 days.
okay. So, what do you want, sir?
Whatever's the best option that will help
I
me.
can't provide you with legal advice.
With the $50, I don't know, it seems like the $50 to pay the bond.
All right, so we'll go ahead and put bonds on them in an attempt to give you credit for time in custody, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so, all right, you are here. We're going to do them one by one because they're going to be different dates, okay? All right, so you are here because the Encanto Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest. This is a failure to appear warrant, and it is dated, October 13th of 2020. In this matter, I am appointing you an attorney for limited representation regarding the bond issue only because I am setting a $50 secured appearance bond in this matter. I'm also setting a hearing in Encanto Justice Court on March 24th at 8:30 a.m. Now, I think you might be in custody on March 24th at 8:30 a.m. If you are, detention officers can arrange for you to attend that hearing remotely, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Would it have been better if I just OR'd and do it that way? I don't know if you can give me advice.
I can't provide you with legal advice.
All right, for sure.
All right, so you are also here because the Manistee Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest. This is also based upon your failure to appear in their case. This is involving a January 2019 charge of driving with a suspended, revoked, or canceled license, a Class 1 misdemeanor. In this matter, again, I am appointing you an attorney for limited representation regarding the bond issue only because I am setting a hearing on March 24th at 10:30 in the Manistee Justice Court. Again, if you are still in custody on the 24th, which I believe you will be, then detention officers should be able to arrange for you to attend this hearing remotely, okay? In this matter, I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50, all right? In the event that you were to be released prior to these hearings on the 24th for the Manistee and the Encanto Justice Court, you would need to attend those courts in person, okay?
Okay.
All right, all of that information is in your paperwork, which the officers have for you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, Krishan Barker, please, and then Natalie Olivar. Hey. All right, oh, you went too far, just right there.
Okay.
All right, sir, go ahead and state your name.
Krishan Barker,
And Mr. Barker, what is your date of birth?
3/24/1981.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested on charges of shoplifting, a misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for that violation. Due to the nature of that charge, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this evening. However, you may of course retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on April 8th at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance.
Thank you.
Now, you do need to go to that hearing on the 8th. If you don't, a warrant may issue for your arrest.
Gotcha.
You're also not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged complainant or witness, okay?
No problem.
All right, go ahead and step the left.
Thank you.
Natalie Oliver, please, and then Elise Lohman. All right, ma'am, go ahead and state your name.
Natalie Olivar.
And Ms. Olivar, what is your date of birth?
September 29, 2004.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the West McDowell Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest. This is an initial arrest warrant based upon allegations that on or about August 16th of 24, you committed the offense of DUI, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and DUI with a BAC of .08 or more, also a Class 1 misdemeanor. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on April 7th at 1:30 in the West McDowell Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance. You do need to go to that hearing. If you don't go to that hearing, warrant may issue for your arrest, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Elise Lohman, please, and then Anita Hernandez. All right, go ahead and state your name.
Elise Loman,
And Ms. Lohman, what is your date of birth?
April 14th, 1985.
Thank you. All right, you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of disobeying a court order, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for that. Because of the nature of that charge, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this evening. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on April 7th at 2 p.m. in the Arrowhead Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes.
Okay, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance. You do need to go to that hearing. If you don't go to that hearing, a warrant may issue for your arrest. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. You're also going to need to obey the terms of that order against harassment that has been issued, okay? All right, go ahead, step to the left.
Thank you.
Anita Hernandez, please. All right, Ms. Hernandez, go ahead, state your name.
Anita Hernandez,
And Ms. Hernandez, what is your date of birth?
October 26, 1982.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the Country Meadows Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in their matter. That failure to appear matter was issued on September 11th of 25, and the underlying charge is a May 6, 25 charge of driving with a suspended or revoked license. In that matter, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this evening. However, you may, of course, always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on April 9th at 8:30 in the Country Meadows Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes.
All right, and then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance. You do need to go to that hearing. If you don't go to that hearing, a warrant may issue for your arrest, okay?
All right.
All right, go ahead, step to the left.
Thank you.
All right, and that does bring us to the end of our in-person appearances for the 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar. We do have 2 house calls this evening. Our house calls are both combative and so are unable to be present in court this evening, so they will be seen as house calls. Our first house call is Theodis Hollins. Mr. Hollins' date of birth is February 10th of 1993. Mr. Hollins is here because he was arrested earlier today on charges of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony, resisting arrest, using physical force, a Class 6 felony, obstructing government operations, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing him an attorney. I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Arlene, can we please reprint that one? Okay. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in Mr. Hollins' matter in the amount of $7,500. Now, our next house call is Marcelino Martinez. Mr. Martinez's date of birth is July 7th of 1981. Mr. Martinez is here because he was arrested earlier today on charges of aggravated assault, assault on a first responder, a Class 4 felony, and assault, a misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing him an attorney. In his new matter, I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In Mr. Martinez's matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $20,000. In the event he is able to post that bond and secure his release, he would be subject to certain release conditions, including not returning to the scene of the alleged crime. All right, Mr. Martinez is also here because He is currently on probation in his case CR 2023-158799. In that matter, his new charges would constitute an alleged term 1 violation of his existing probation case. In his probation matter, I am appointing him an attorney, and I am setting hearings on March 30th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in that probation matter in the amount of $1,000. All right, that does bring us to the end of our 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar, and we are going to go ahead and stand adjourned until